Alright, this is part 5 of a 9-part series where I'm diving into Epic the Musical. If you're new here, Epic the Musical is a 40-song musical about Homer's The Odyssey, and we are over halfway done. We're going to be looking at the Underworld Saga today. In the previous saga, the crew talked it out with Circe, and she has guided them to the underworld where they must talk to this oracle, who might just be able to get them back home. The first song is The Underworld.
Friends, Circe's instructions were clear. No matter what we hear, full speed ahead.
Oh, nice.
Until we find the prophet.
Okay, it's very reminiscent of the start of all the other sagas. This very charismatic, upbeat opening with those electric guitars that at this point I've kind of associated with the crew being out in open ocean. If you think back to Storm and Full Speed Ahead, this song is definitely borrowing on those elements.
That confuses your mind, so no matter who we find, full speed ahead until we find the prophet. Good.
Dang, that is airy with the vocals and the screaming in the background.
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died.
Those chords there, it's very Jaws-esque. Da, 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 da. It's just, you know, that sense of unease is great.
And here in the underworld, the past seems close behind.
Whoa.
This land confuses your mind. When does a man become a
Past motifs.
Captain.
Dude. The references, I mean, it makes sense because they're referencing songs where people have died previously, and this is the underworld, right? I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. I've been messing around with OBS and I think, oh, there it is. Hopefully that works. I'm just gonna keep that there. We're gonna be looking at the lyrics a lot here.
Why would you let the Cyclops live when ruthlessness is mercy? All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died.
Dang, the harmony's really like pushing forward the song.
I keep thinking of the infant from that night. I keep thinking of the infant from that night.
This life is amazing when you grew with open arms.
Apologies.
Whatever we face.
Dude, the fact that the music is more softer when we get Polites here, because he's kind of like the most cheerful, delicate person of the entire crew. You feel it, right? Like the underworld so far has been super like intense brooding, but the moment Polites joins, it becomes a lot more calmer.
No matter the place or we can
And, you know, he's still singing about being kind despite the fact that he's dead.
with open arms.
Despite the
Greet the
fact that he's...
world with open arms.
That voice,
Whoa,
it can't be.
the sound is on the back.
Mom?
Oh, shit.
Odysseus, when you come home, I'll be waiting. Even if you're the last thing I see, I'll be waiting.
Oh, God.
Can't you see I took too long
Oh, dude.
and ventured too
I'll
far
Oh, the interplay.
while you were
Oh, dude. I'm getting teary-eyed. What? That's actually insane that they made me care about a character that I did not know existed before now. I think it's just great. It's super sweet. You got all that reverb, and when they sing, waiting, waiting, it's not resolved at the end. It's waiting for that resolution, but because Odysseus's mother never saw him return, that resolution is missing, and you hear that in the music as well. It feels like something has been lost. Wow. Okay. Recompose. Let's get back into it.
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close
Oh, it's the grief, dude.
Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, your past is always close behind. Your past is always close behind. Down in the underworld.
That's how the song ends. Dang. I'd say this is definitely like the... I'm just now blanking on the word. I had it literally right then. The fan service, that's the word. This is definitely the fan service song, man, because it references so much of the music that we've already heard. And it's the perfect place, right? It doesn't feel cheap, it feels earned. And then the added character of Odysseus's mother really nails that home. It's just highlighting everything that has happened, everything that has gone down. And, you know, just putting nail upon nail in Odysseus's coffin. We're going to the next song. This is where he meets this prophet. Ooh. Okay.
I am the prophet with
vibey.
the answers you seek. Time, I've unlocked it. I see past and future running free.
Yeah, I like it. The ascending and descending scales kind of mimicking that sort of time aspect that he says he has.
There is a world where I help you get home, but that's not a world I know. What?
Ooh. Whoa.
I see a song of past romance. I
Dude,
see
it's
the
like
sacrifice
full
of
on
man.
ballroom dancing vibes.
I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final
Okay, so
stand.
this is all like foreshadowing, I
I see a
guess.
man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
Dude, love those strings. Wow, okay. I wonder if they got real strings on this. Knowing the Epic team, probably, but it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. That's good. Super old school movie soundtrack vibes.
We've suffered and sailed through the toughest of hells. Now you tell us our efforts for nothing. I see your palace covered in red. I see your wife
What a contrast.
with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies. I see a song
Wow. The violence, holy crap. But yeah, two things very quickly. The prophet is fully ignoring Odysseus and is great because you kind of feel the anguish slowly building up within him as Odysseus is getting increasingly confused, right? And ending with that really distraught who. But I do like how throughout the saga, every time Penelope is mentioned, the song is very delicate. That's almost Penelope's motif. It's just a sudden delicate shift in the music, and maybe metatextually this entire musical is told by Odysseus the author. But I don't think that's ever explored. It's just something I've noticed.
I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try.
I like that call and response. Wow.
I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
Oh man. It's another form of fan service, I guess, but in this case, it is a tease at all the future sagas, especially this last paragraph here. You got talks about Scylla, Mutiny, Lightning Bolt, Poseidon, and Kill the Suitors, which all are in their respective sagas. So that is something to look forward to, I guess. Spoiler alert. A song of past romance, perhaps about Calypso. Betrayal's a betrayal. Brother's final stand is probably reference to Eurylochus. I see a man who finally gets to make it home, but it's no longer you. Just another way of saying that it metaphorically is not the same person anymore. It's a person that is no longer merciful, but instead incredibly violent and vengeful, and we will soon see that happen in the next song. The thing that I would just quickly like to yap about, it's nothing really about the music, but it's just every time I hear a prophecy being stated, there's always in the back of my head stuff about it being a self-fulfilling prophecy. I wonder if he's been tunnel visioned here. But yeah, this is 100% the turning point. It's where we'll see Odysseus pretty much fully strip away his humanity and become this ruthless monster, which we will see fittingly in the next song, Monster.
How has everything been turned against us? How did suffering become so endless? How am I to reunite with my estranged? Do I need to change?
I don't like it.
What if the greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me?
Oh.
What if I'm the monster?
Dude, that is so lovely. Cutting that line short, it's just great emphasis. And yeah, this is again sort of the self-fulfilling prophecy nature. By changing and becoming ruthless, he does become the greatest threat across the sea. He's like trying to change to avoid that fate, but by changing, he still is. So,
what if I'm the problem that's been hiding all along? What if I'm the one who killed you every time I gave to guilt? What if I've been far too kind to foes, but a monster to ourselves?
Wow. Dude, think, Odysseus, bro. You've just encountered a situation where being merciful has led to something beneficial, right? He spared Circe, and Circe offered kindness in return, right? Like, it's just a bit sad to see, especially after what you know in the later sagas. It's just really sad to see here.
Is the Cyclops struck with guilt when he kills? Is he up in the middle of the night? Or does he end my
I like those beats, kind of like a heartbeat.
Knowing he has done right? When the witch turns men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane?
Okay.
Or did she learn to be colder when she got older and now she saves them the pain? When a god comes down and makes a fleet drown, is he scared that he's doing something wrong? Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off? Does a soldier use a wooden horse to kill sleeping Trojans cause he is vile? Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with God?
Dude, wow. What an escalation there. I love it. I feel like the way he lists these foes is very intentional. Like, he doesn't do it in the order that he encounters them, because then it would be Cyclops, Poseidon, Circe. He does Cyclops, Circe, Poseidon, and then himself. I think in my head, it's an escalation of power, right? With Polyphemus as the lesser of the threat and going up to Poseidon. And then by ending the phrase with himself, he's definitely saying that he is the most monster of them all. He's directly just ignoring everything that Circe said in the previous chapter. I don't know what's up with that.
I became the
Okay. Yeah, okay. He's fully on the board now. He's singing the same melody that Poseidon did.
I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon.
Wait. We gotta pause before he starts going all Hamilton here. You know what I said previously, that every mention of Penelope has been delicate and soft? This is not it. It makes me wonder if I'm just wrong about that. But if I'm not wrong, then I guess this fully emphasizes the fact that he's become a monster. He is not as delicate around Penelope and Telemachus anymore. But yeah, let's listen to the Hamilton section.
So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us. And if I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then I'll become the monster.
Oh my god, goosebumps.
And I'll become the monster like nothing ever known. I must become the monster, and then we'll make it home. Penelope.
It's unsettling. The fact that those two people that he cares so much about is intertwined with this. And then Odysseus' electric guitar. Wow. If there was any doubt about Odysseus not being a monster, the fact that his instrument, the electric guitar, is mirroring that melody, that puts the nail in the coffin. Wow, this is not the direction that you would want a character like Odysseus to go down, because, bro, when he is not actively trying to be a monster, he's already killing people. So when he's actively being a monster, I'm very concerned about what is going to happen to everyone. This is definitely the climax. It's an effective one, man, because you hate to see it, not just because, you know, you don't want to see your heroes go to the dark side, right? But also because we literally just experienced an act of kindness and he's just thrown it all away, bro. Am I misreading the Circe saga? Like, I feel like that was the entire point of it, to show Odysseus that mercy is the way forward, or is a way forward. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. He agrees with Poseidon, and I am not excited about the things that Odysseus is going to do. But we'll see all that play out in the next saga.